everyone. Thanks for joining the Admin Show. And I have a very special guest. He's from Jalandhar. His name is Amandeep Singh, and he does a study of science called esoteric science. And he also is an expert in depth of internal self analysis. So, Amandeep Singh, go ahead and introduce yourself before we begin our question answer session.
Well, my name is Amandeep Singh. As my friend mentioned, I'm from Jalandhar, Punjab. My journey regarding esoteric sciences began long back because my family is also kind of, you can say, related to music and spirituality a lot. And for me, both of things have been a part of my soul, like a passion. And both of these things go very deep, like something beyond time and space for me. It's been a long time that I have been into esoteric journey, and I started from Bhakti Marg, which is very much there in every one of Indian person's life. And then I moved to the deeper aspects of Bhakti Marg, like Dhyana Marg, and uh, did a lot of research, had a lot of meetings with different esoteric gurus or masters of different sects. And then I met some of my masters that I have been uh, in contact with since a long time. And later on, I got initiated into the path of, you can say, Aghor. Aghor is kind of, you can say, if you search Google, you would understand it's an extreme path of spirituality. But in fact, uh, if you talk about the esoteric and spiritual and internal terms, the very meaning of Aghor is very deep. Ghor, Ghor, Ghor means the way of materialism, struggle, you know, bifurcation, manifesting. And when the manifested energy is focused into one, simplicity, not terrible. That not terrible is aghor, you know. So the world, the material realm that we are in is ghor. Hence, human lives are the lives of struggle, lot of analysis, lot of growth, lot of transcendence. But in the end, what we find out about ourselves is aghor, which is very simple things that we understand at the end after so much struggle.
All right.
Aghor means not terrible.
Okay. All right. So let's move on to let's touch upon some of these topics. So first is tarot cards. What are these? Like you can just talk about in brief.
Tarot card is a very old way of divination and reading. In ancient India, the similar method was there for divination purposes. And there were different symbols which were made on Belapatra. Belapatra is a kind of paper, the traditional paper on which there were different symbols engraved into it and different words written into it. And those cards used to be pulled up for different people to read their physical, emotional, intellectual, spiritual, every kind of details, just like something like astro, you know. In astro, people use 70 to 80% of different forms of formulas and calculations. But Tarot cards uses deeper aspects of your symbolism. The science of symbolism is used, and you can say 60 to 70% of intuition is used in tarot cards, because cards that we pull out for you guys or anyone, the cards mean something, and cards take you somewhere about that person, that particular person. This is based upon the science of synchronicity, that every act we do and every reaction that we get in our life, this is directly cosmos talking to you. But cosmos does not have Hindi, English, French, German language to talk to humans. Cosmos is already speaking to us through air. The air breezes on your face, you know, and the way you can feel the sun, moon, and the earth, the vibes that you get from people, the vibes that you get from situations, the vibes, the intuition, the energy that you get. What are you able to catch from different situations and people? So we are giving it a symbol, a card. Then once a person pulls out a card for a specific situation, people, energy, or anything, you know, it will give you the insights, and we have to meditate upon that. The science of tarot started from Egypt. There was a book, very ancient book. It was called the Book of Fortunes. In Egypt, the name might be a little different, but it meant the same. The Book of Fortunes. It had 78 pages of symbols and words. So, in that book, if we opened up the book, a specific line or a specific symbol or a specific drawing or energy used to symbolize the problem of the other person, maybe the client, or the old priests used to do that. So this was called the art of bibliomancy. Biblo means book, reading from book. Now these 78 pages of that book are taken away, and cards, 78 cards have been created on those books. So 78 cards represents major and minor situations and personality traits of a person. So 78 cards are there in tarot card, and it represents deeper aspects of your life, and hence it will guide you through intuition about yourself, any situation, people, or different aspects. So this is what is tarot about. Started from Egypt, then went to different European countries as well, and similarly there was playing cards. So playing cards used to be a royal game, but playing cards initially were also created not for playing but for astrological purposes.
Mhm.
You know, so it's the same thing is there.
So can you you said that you also do did you say that you do face reading or something like that?
We can say, but more of,
Photo reading.
sorry.
You said photo reading.
Yeah, photo reading. It's a kind of we see the photo of a person, and we bifurcate the different sections of a person's face. And just like there are symbols on the cards, there are symbols and expressions and feelings and energy that we can gauge on a person's photo. Yeah. And then through meditation and intuition and inner guidance, we can get to the insights of that person.
Okay, that's nice. So would you be able to tell anything about me in a brief in a brief nutshell?
I
Okay.
can tell a little bit
Yeah, a
because
little bit.
we have talked for the first time.
Yeah.
Well, through your energy, through your face, it's quite evident that you are analytical in nature. Yeah, that's your clean forehead, which is showing.
Mm-hmm.
There might be certain cases, certain things and people that you get into, and later on, you will be much more sorted about each and everything. I mean, you don't like to jumble up stuff. It's a human nature to get into some things and try to know the stuff, but some people get distorted and
Mm-hmm.
jumbled up about their ideas about different
Yeah.
people, but you tend to get sorted about everything uh, earlier in the earlier phase. That's what you are. And in terms of speaking, in terms of communicating your inner whatever is there inside you, you are a little bit of intermediate or an introvert. Hence, talking to different people and your inner talents and your inner feelings or desires are expressed in the form of either your talent, which is the podcast, or something else, maybe drawing, maybe some arts, So inner energy is brought outside with the help of some outer means, some talents.
Okay.
You are a deep thinker.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let's move on to next topic, dream reading. So I have like actually talked about dreams with other speakers as well. Like we were talking about a movie called Inception, like when when people can go inside each other's dream and steal ideas, and there are various states of deep sleeper, and there are various states of dreaming and stuff. So I would really like to know more about this dream reading.
See, as per my study and research, I would say that if a person is able to understand one's visions and dreams,
Mm,
that is a kind of communication done with you by the help of space, by some, outer energy, the outer beings, or the cosmos, or God itself, whatever you may call it. But there are a mix of a lot of energies there which try to influence our mind, body, and soul always. And uh, a person who starts getting into dreams and trying to understand the deeper meaning of dreams, they would understand a lot about themselves, and all esoteric or occult sciences, they came out of symbolism, of your visions, the prophecies, the prophetic dreams, or any kind of dreams. If you are able to get into your dreams, then there are a lot of things inside a person's psychology and inside their spiritual realms that they are able to uncover. I would say any person who can read their dreams would be able to read tarot cards. They will be able to read their inner astral, and they would be able to write a book, maybe, and a lot of inner arts they would be able to do. As per the deeper psychological study, if I leave the aspect of occult and magic or anything else esoteric, if I leave that aspect as well, then there are a lot of psychological aspects, and doctors like Sigmund Freud, and even above that, there are doctors like Dr. Carl Gustav Jung and Jungian theories. Those people have gotten very deep into their clients, into their dreams, and they have found out the truth of symbolism found in their dreams completely equal to the symbolism which is there in occult sciences. Even those people who don't know anything about occult and symbolism and yantra and mantra and tantra, if you go into the symbolism, you would find something very deep and similar in their dreams as well. Because sun, moon, and the earth is same for everyone, for a good person, for a spiritual person, or totally atheist, or good or bad person. Sun, moon, and earth is same. The principles of cosmos is same. What we feel as humans is the same. Everyone is the same. It's just that some people might go a deeper into their own consciousness and people's consciousness, and some people remain into the shallow rivers, and some people don't even dive inside. That's the only difference. Otherwise, everyone is the same. And as per my study, those people who are able to understand their dreams, they would be able to understand each and everything in psychology and occult sciences. The dreams are very deep.
So basically, in the dreams, like, do you think it can be connected to our past karma as well?
Absolutely, I can say that. Why
Or
not?
past
Because
life and past karma, like past life and past karma.
I will tell you a little example.
Hmm.
When I was smaller in age,
Yeah.
I used to dream a lot about underwater
Hmm.
life, where I am not human anymore. And even in the morning, when I used to wake up suddenly, you know, I am doing something like this, like a fish is, you know, going deep into waters.
Hmm.
This is my how my body is moving when I suddenly wake up in the morning.
Hmm.
And these were repetitive dreams. And what I found out about me, that the ancestral lineage of mine, there are the gods and the symbolism of gods, which are the gods not of earth but the underworld, and a lot of it related to water as well. For example, for me, the god forms which are related to nagas, water related, underwater fishes, nagas, my spirit animals are kind of octopus and deep water fishes where even sunlight does not reach us. This is my symbolism. And the god form can be of Narayan, which is Matsya avatar, that is again water element. And in the same way, uh, the forms, the deeper forms of Shiva, which are related to the water element, you know. And then my uh, zodiac sign, as per Indian astrology, is Pisces.
Hmm.
Everything links. And when I grew up, I found about my different god forms, my ancestral lineages, people who used to, the god forms that they used to worship. It's all symbolism. The whole symbolism which is going on in my family tree and then related to me is related to the water kingdom. And the symbolism of octopus and deep water fishes, what does that symbolize? That symbolize octopus itself is a symbol of occult sciences. A person who is, first of all, very deep and who has got a kink to get deeper into everything that they start, and then the person who has got different branches. I mean, he's into many different things at the same time, just like the symbolism. And he's getting deeper into each and everything. This is how their nature is, and this is how things work. And this is what the symbolism is telling me. And this is what I am. This is how it works. So
Okay.
this is about the dreams.
So another thing I want to ask you about this magic craft and wizardry. Do you think that the shows that we go for magics, some of them are tricks, but do you think some of them are real? Um, they do some kind of magic and they are connected to the outer, some spirits or something like that. Can you just briefly touch upon that?
Well, in our world, we have seen. Have you heard the word siddhi?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Siddhi means, if you go into the deeper meaning, siddhi means perfection, a kind of weird outwardly skill or information or knowledge or wisdom or anything which is outwardly beyond the physical documented boundaries. If we go beyond that, then it is a siddhi. Now you uh, try to see, there are a lot of people in our earth who have lived a different form of life. The whole life is a trainer, and energies contact everyone through the events of their life, their dreams, their visions. And then either they can create somebody, like Mike Tyson. That's an outwardly skill. That's totally beyond human. I mean, those people who are standing in front of him, even those skilled boxers who know a hell lot of stuff and they have been boxing since a long time, they are not able to see the punches coming. This is an outwardly skill. Those people who had stood in front of Spartans or Athens or people of Athens, they have seen some outwardly skill of war. You know, humans don't fight like that. So their muscle memory, there is they are getting energy from the cosmos, they are getting energy from their visions, dreams, their lifestyle, everything. Their mind, body, and soul is catching that. And then it becomes part of their life. Might be it's a daily routine for you, but people who are from different background would know that no, this is some outwardly skill. In the same way, if we talk about dreams, lot of scientific information people have received, like a download from cosmos in their visions, imagination, or dreams, which have come out to be true. You know, this is also a kind of a spiritual contact. In the same way, you're talking about magicians, stage magicians.
Mhm.
Well, that is an art. That is more like tricks. But then there are people who are doing extraordinary feats of illusions. If the stage magic is form of creating art of creating illusions as well, then how uh, uh, you know can a normal person create such kind of fast and clean illusions just like them? Is it possible for a normal human being? How do the mentalists see a lot of words and details about you without asking you? This is an extraordinary feat. Might be it's even more than tarot cards because they are not even pulling up the cards. You know,
Mm.
how are they getting this information? So this is something which is very deep into human consciousness. human mind, body, and soul. Our body has got its muscle memory. In the same way, our mind has got its own memory. Then the tail of your body goes to the mind. The tail of the mind goes to the spiritual realm. You know, the tail of your mind is linked to your soul, the soul realm. And then if body has got its memory, if the mind has got its memory, then the soul has got the memory, and that memory is related to the Akashic records and your previous lifetimes, and everything is connected. And who knows that you might get, if you get deeper into yourself, into your consciousness, if you are connected to yourself, and if you start doing meditation, some normal ritual, then who knows, you open up a portal inside your mind, and from that portal you are start downloading different higher level scientific information from the cosmos yourself. you know we are opening the portals, we are channeling. There are a lot of people who have been channeling a lot of stuff, and scientists are the portal of scientific information. They download the scientific information in their mind, and even you can try to read and stuff about that. The periodic table, the chemistry periodic table appeared into somebody's dreams. Such detail can come into somebody's dreams. That means this dream is planted, it's plotted by the higher energies. This is not a normal thing. Dream is a big realm if you are able to uncover it. It's highly occult, it's hidden, and highly symbolic.
So, like, since you're talking about Shambhala, I'll just go a little off track. So, there is a temple called Kailash and Ellora in Maharashtra, right? And then they
Yeah.
say that it was digged from top down, it is not built from bottom. And then it was like, uh, the rocks even are not found nearby. So, do you think that is again with the help of higher energies that that temple was formed?
Well, I will give you a slightly different kind of answer.
Yeah, okay.
Now it's the time of AI. I
Yeah,
myself am an IT professional,
okay,
and I have experience of 11 to 12 years in IT.
okay.
My study of servers has not yet completed, and cloud technologies appeared.
Yeah,
My study of cloud has not yet completed, and cloud ops has appeared.
okay.
It's progressing so fast. I mean,
Mhm.
we are not able to complete any study
Yeah,
here. The cloud ops has not completed yet, and automation and robotics and AI has appeared. Now,
yeah,
this study has just started, and we are witnessing the extraordinary feats of AI. There are platforms, scientists are telling that we have only created the algorithm on which AI learns. Yeah. And we are able to prompt and put human inputs into the AI.
mm,
But we have created something very beyond imagination, because we only have the idea how to give prompts to AI and how the AI algorithm works. Yeah.
okay.
But we really don't know what it's learning about you, your surroundings, and what information exactly it's capturing about you, and what it is containing for a long time, and what it is going to do with that, and what will be the reaction, you know, later on. So, in the same way, there are different technologies. There is a platform in AI. If you ask that platform, please tell me about the civilization of Atlantis,
Mm,
it completely blows your mind when it tells you how Atlantis might have looked like if that was our human planet's history anywhere. If that was truth, then AI is designing and throwing on our face how Atlantis would have looked like. It was highly advanced civilization. And somebody, if prompts an AI that kindly please tell us how the pyramids was made, and they are showing the images of very tall Anunnaki beings who came to Earth, and they were much longer than us, much taller, and the build was much heavier. We are a kind of uh, seed of those civilizations in the human form, and our sizes are much smaller. Those beings were, too much big in their sizes and shapes. And AI tells that those beings have created such big blocks of stones, pyramids. They have built the pyramids in such a technical way. Otherwise, till now, humans didn't knew. We only have theories. We only have theories about the pyramids. We have only the theories about the Easter Islands, how those big structures were placed there. In the same way, through the technology, there was some sort of technology. Higher, higher technology was there, and there was, the caves of Ajanta Ellora.
Mm-hmm.
Those are not even big blocks of stones piled above each other. That is just a one mountain, you know, and through some sort of laser technology or I don't know what, the whole mountain is cut from inside and it's made out hollow and a whole temple is created. Till now,
Where did the
humans
rocks
don't
go?
have the,
They sucked it up also like a vacuum.
I don't know. There might be some sort of high level laser technology or high level, beams or some stuff, or maybe some sort of uh, machines or structures would be there. Some sort of technology should be there because the kind of designing of ancient temples of India, the designs, the very designs, the rotating pillars, and they are still rotating. There is no problem in that machinery of stones. Stones inside stones and stones rotating like a wheel, the whole pillar of a temple rotating. What kind of insane technology that would be? I mean, till now, humans would not be able to copy that. Who created these structures? Those are actually, beyond human technologies. That is only one stone. I mean, that is not bricks
Yeah,
and the
like
layering of bricks. So, absolutely, we are bound to think that we don't know anything about our planet yet. There have been civilizations beyond that. Even of Israelites people from Egypt to their own place. Then there is a Hajrat Ibrahim or Abraham. Probably 700 years they have told his lifetime to be. So that means the lifetimes of humans, if you go to Indian civilizations, Indian culture, Indian old texts, then go to the African old texts, you would see that same kind of similar numbers of 200 years, 300, 400, 500 years of ages have been told about humans in the previous lifetimes. And the godly civilizations, or maybe we can say asuras in India or nagas in India, reptilians might be, or nagas are reptilians in India, yeah, and other civilizations of Anunnaki and different people, or those who were not humans, you know,
so I
hence
see
the
that
pre-Adamic race.
in this I was reading like have you watched this Praveen Mohan's videos? Like he was saying, there is some Naga tribes, and they were really, and there was some, caves where they were short people before, and then suddenly that whole population vanished. So even during Ramayana, we had uh, like monkey kings like Hanuman or Sugriv, and then even their population vanished and things like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. So those were pre-Adamic races that we are seeing. In Egypt, you would see god forms with animal heads. Those were kind of hybrids, you know. Who knows? In Canaanite civilization and in the places of Iran, Iraq, Malta, Romania, you would see the old statues of Naga, reptilian figures, reptilian gods. Those are not even human gods that they used to worship in those
Like
times.
Vishnu, yeah, like Vishnu has a form of Varaha. Like you can see that Vishnu has this, boar face on top.
Absolutely, absolutely. So this was a higher form of hybrid being capable of manifesting a lot of things. I mean, we have a lower level of access. We cannot, we can see, we can, just like we have rights on computer. I mean, there is an Excel file in a company. You either have modify rights to that Excel sheet, or either you have read only rights to that Excel sheet. So we humans in this life form have a kind of read only access. We have a lot of involuntary muscles. We cannot control our heart. We cannot control our breath, you know. And there are voluntary and involuntary functions. Though involuntary things, they are in the hands of higher energies. You know, suksham prana. Suksham prana is in the hand of
Mhm.
the higher being, you know, and we are living and we are alive and we are chatting. It's because of you can say blessing or boon of some higher being. It is all seen in the different timelines. In the fourth dimension, these are the blocks of past, present, and future. Millions and millions of possibilities are there, and we are accessing this possibility of talking on these conversations. Might be in some other, we are chit chatting about the cosmos, you know, and these
So,
higher beings
so
are
there is
able to.
you like there is multiverse, multiverse, and you mean to say same people are in different universe? I really want to talk about that because there is a movie. I was watching a movie and they said that at some point in time, everything comes together and people were not even thinking that, oh, this is my house, this is my, road. They felt that they came from somewhere else. So, what do you think about this multiverse? Yeah, I want to talk about that.
Well, in Vedas, it is said that uh, combination of lot of uh, Brahmands, universes, would create one Mahabrahman.
Mhm.
This is Vedas I'm talking about.
Yes.
Such details they have given. Combination of many Mahabrahmans would create a Parabrahman, and combinations of lot of Parabrahman would create, uh, you know, some bigger realm, and then comes the Brahma Lok, and then comes the Narayan Lok, and at the end would come the Shiva Lok, and beyond that lives the eternal being, the Maha Vishnu. You know, uh, in Mahavishnu's mind, the projection of his mind is like a projector, and through his mind, all these worlds are being emitted outside, and we are in the dream of Mahavishnu. So, hence, multiverses are being created from the dream of Mahavishnu. You know, this concept is there. This concept is there in Sanatan. It's
Yeah.
so deep, and the same thing I have found in Egypt, that just like we have Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, they have uh, different trinities. Either they have Isis, Osiris, and Horus. Isis is the feminine energy, Osiris is the masculine energy, and Horus is the combination of the divine feminine and divine masculine. And a dummy god, Horus, is created, which is a little bit like human with godly divine energies. And then there is a different triad there in Egypt, which is Amun, Ra, and Ptah. Amun is like the hidden energy dwelling everywhere behind everything. The omnipresent energy is Amun. Ra is the energy behind millions and millions of stars and sun. And Ptah is the physical energy manifested on many different planets as real beings, you know. And then Amun Amun, the hidden energy, has created hell lot of realms, and every realms have got their own beings, and all the beings have got their own realities, you know. Just like and now if we talk about the scientific terms, you must have seen the movie Interstellar.
Mm-hmm.
If you have seen the movie Interstellar, we can talk and think in the terms, we are humans. We have only seen three dimensions. If it is a point, then the beings in that point are in absolute nothingness. They can't think, they can't move, they are absolute nothingness. That is the point of Shiva. Shiva is absolute nothingness. The very meaning of Shiva is one which is not. That is Shiva. Nothingness, absolute zero is Shiva. And if we have a linear one line, those beings can travel back and forth in that dimension. Now you add one more dimension. They can move linear and they can move up and down. Now you add width to it as well. This is the third dimension, you know. Now they can move inside those dimensions in circles as well, up, down, you know. We can think of three dimensions, but what about the fourth dimension? We can't even think about the fourth dimension. Fourth dimension, we are touched by the fourth dimension, we are affected by the fourth dimension, but we cannot touch and feel the fourth dimension ourselves, because fourth dimension is time, you know. And there are multiple timelines. Here the concept of multiverses comes, that the timeline that we are accessing currently is the timeline of the fourth dimension, in which the possibility of our talking is prominent, and hence we are talking, you know. But if mind frame, then what these souls can do, you know, lot of fighting or whatever these two souls can do, you know. But these two souls have not chosen that timeline, that possibility from the cosmos. These two souls have chosen to talk about cosmos. Hence, from that multiverse, this screenshot is evident currently. And in this screenshot of cosmos, we are talking because we have chosen to access this possibility, and hence this possibility is here, you know. And in many other multi there, it won't take much time, you know, to access the other possibility as well. Anything can be done, and everything is already there if we are accessing it or if we are not accessing it. That is the only matter, you know. So yes, I think multiverses are there, and this concept is, I think, not even talkable. We can't even describe it in words, and I feel that there are a lot of things that we cannot describe. The real things are formless, tasteless.
So, like, I saw this movie Kalki, right? So there will be a city called Shambhala, and that will be in fourth dimension where Kalki will be born, and that is why we cannot enter in that city of Shambhala. So, what do you think about that? Do you have any comments on that?
Who said that it's a fourth dimension? Shambhala.
Or it is in the real? So, because no, it's in the fourth dimension because nobody can see it. That's what I heard. I don't know how much it is true.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. But Shambhala is a place, it is said, that it's beyond the limits of time. So
Mm.
might be it's not even fourth dimension, it's fifth dimension. Those are fifth dimension beings.
Okay.
Though time cannot touch those beings.
Mm.
Those beings are beyond the possibilities of time, and they can see the bigger picture.
Mm.
They have seen our lifetimes like a book. They can scroll
Mm.
like we are scrolling our Android phones. They
Mm.
can scroll through many lifetimes of mine that, oh, yeah, Aman, this soul, let's see his timelines. He have been into this planet, this planet, this planet, and he has been into this lifetimes. Okay. So currently he's accessing this human life form and he's talking to Anna. Oh,
Mm.
okay. So this is how they do it. This is
Mm.
the fifth dimension. These beings are beyond time.
Mhm.
So Shambhala and many cities like that, they say are beyond human touch, and there are portals, and there you find these. You're in USA,
Mhm. Dal.
Dallas,
Yeah.
and this land has been the land of Nagas.
Mhm.
America is the land of Nagas, and underworld. It is touched by Incas, Apaches, Cherokees, you know, and Aztecs, Mayans, all descendant of Nagas, and very, 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 very deep civilizations. And if you visit those places in America, the very name America is actually uh, a fiery serpent, Amaruka. That is America. I mean, the spirit of Nagas dwell here. It's a very ancient civilization. I feel same kind of stories are found in America as well because this is a huge land and a lot of deep tribal civilizations have dwelled here. And there have been talks of many cities like Shambhala. There are places they say that where uh, ancient Atlanteans still live, and the portals are inside the earth, but we can't. That the portals are here on the earth. They open from earth, but that is not earth. You know, you enter into the portal, then you are into some other dimension. Might be, and there are folklores in Britain and different places that people used to go into that mountain, you know, and don't dwell into that around that mountain or around that old tree, because there are portals and beings in those trees. And if you dwell around those trees or mountains, then people have not come back. There are certain folklores, you know, and might be those are portals, people go there and suddenly they're into some other universe and they don't know how to come back, you know. And in the same way, there is a city of Agartha, which is said that it is a portal, it is the underworld, and it's the inner earth, you know. And inside the inner earth, there is greenery, there are cities, there is sunlight, and that in the inner earth, where the sunlight comes from, might be there is some other system. There are stories of everything. I
Yeah,
mean, detailed.
yeah. I've heard that we'll all have these 14 dimensions, right? We are in the Loka, then we have Patalok, and the lower Lokas. It comes, the light comes from the snake. They have this money, and the light comes from the snake's money. Maybe I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So there are different folklores and different things that they say about different lokas. Yes, yes, yes. The stories are there, and different civilizations have the same stories. And uh, the portal to the underworld, as per my study and my meditation, what I have seen, is nearby America somewhere. The portal to the underworld,
Mhm.
Nagas and Nagalok. Hence, the civilizations are similar. And some portal to the underworld is from the southern part of India as well.
Okay.
So these are the things which are going on. You might have heard. Uh, Recently, I did a video on the year 25, 26, 27, 28, which is coming. You know, the prophecies about the coming years were told long back by many of sadhaks, many of uh, people who see prophetic visions and stuff, you know. And it's just the end of this year and has not came by, and people are just getting the news of different orbs and drones coming into New Jersey and stuff. You know, a lot of stuff is happening there, and a lot of the things are going on. Same kind of uh, predictions were done by Baba Venga, the blind woman of Russia. You know,
And
so
also,
yes, yes, the
yeah.
stories
And
are
also,
there.
there is also like Bhavishya Puran where Kalki will come and and then the Satyug will start and all that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Might be it is another way of saying that. Maybe the so-called Kalki is coming from some other dimension, a higher being with an advanced technology. Might be this planet needs to be saved because humans have done enough on this planet. In the coming times, we would see there would be different viruses, different underwater civilizations, different not yet discovered insects and animals, and different fungi which is created. We have tortured this planet so much then that this planet now is cleaning itself. There is a kind of very, very powerful fungi found in the deep oceans which have started eating plastic and steel as well. This is a scum created by human, polythene and plastic.
Hmm.
If and it is non-biodegradable.
Hmm.
This planet cannot degrade, you know, this uh, 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 polythene and plastic.
Hmm.
If this planet has started creating that kind of insects or nanomites or fungi which have started eating plastic and which has started eating steel, imagine if this kind of fungi comes on the surface.
Hmm.
That would be a
Yeah. If they become big and they're just gonna kill us because we're so
yeah,
strong.
absolutely. And we are going to find a lot of stuff now.
Okay. All right. It was really nice chatting with you. We can always have some follow-up sessions and we'll dig deep into your mind and talk more things. Do you have anything to say to my viewers of the Admin Show?
Well, I would say that esoteric sciences or occult sciences. People have thought about these things in a very wrong way.
Mm.
Even today, in our own Sanatan Dharma, you know, if a child would start wearing this rosary in his teens, yeah, and if the child would start sitting into meditation, then mom and dad will be worried. What has happened to my child? You know,
Yeah.
and this kind of practice, the natural practice of meditation, self analyzation, sitting in loneliness, was done by the scientists, big musicians, higher intellectual beings. You know, all the old civilizations have done research on the realm of human mind, human consciousness, and how it is connected to the cosmos. We should not link it to something like uh, being a sage or something, you know. That is also a deep part, but why don't we consider it as a science? You know, it's not a mental disease, it's not a problem, it's not something that mom and dad should get worried about, that what has happened to their child, or nothing has happened. You know, a higher being, a higher intellectual being would be different from the lower intellectuals, and this planet is going to create the higher intellectual beings now, because this planet needs higher intellectual being. The lower intellectual being has already done a lot of damage to the planet.
Yeah.
You know, hence we should not see the occult sciences, all the shape of pyramid or the prism or the seven wavelengths of light, the Vibgyor, that is completely scientific thing. But it came from the idea of occult of seven chakras, seven chakra in Indian esoteric societies. And these seven chakras have got the same seven colors present in the light when it bifurcates, you know. Everything in the medical science, we as human beings can insult the old ways of witches and this and that. But in those times, the woman who used to help other women with the herbs for delivery to control their painful stuff going on, you know, and safe deliveries they used to do. Those were called witch doctors. The witches are the ancestors of doctors now, you know. So this is a tantra. Tantra is a system, you know. These people have been scientists. So anything which is related to occult should be taken as a science. And it has got opportunities and possibilities to go very deep inside your psychology, masses psychology, and cosmos. It can give lot of knowledge, and it can solve a lot of your problems. Might be in some other session we can talk about
And
the
also,
so-called demon that many ancient civilizations, sorry, you can say ancient sect were created of those scientists. You know, group of scientists used to be created in those times when Bible or Christianity was against science, and they used to kill people just because of doing experiments and promoting science. Hence, there was secret organization of scientists at those times, and you would find the links of occult in those societies as well. Even the societies of and many different big personalities. Hence, this thing should be taken not as just a spiritual or some esoteric thing, but it should be taken as a science. It is going to elevate human consciousness in future, and hence humanity should not be afraid to go into occult, study the occult, and go into esoteric sciences.
All right. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you.
Bye.
Namaste. Bye bye.